Hello and good morning, everybody. It's going to be a very short live today. I thought it would be a neat thing just to do something fun today. And good morning. I'm sorry I'm such a. This is just a spur of the moment live. So I hope that you're going to enjoy it. I'm going to be here for 1 hour today, just 1 hour, and that's it. So I want to show you here about Facebook and Mark Zuckerberg, um, and what has gone on with the tech people who are getting censored and everything else. And well, you all see that there. Um, Congress should update this law here. This is the 27th of this month, and here is the what Zuckerberg thinks should be done about this. Okay. Now it says top Facebook executive Nick Clegg says the social media giant is working much more aggressively to prevent foreign. This is from Bill Sternberg, the editorial page editor for USA Today. So we're going to play this for you in a few minutes. Let you see it. This is 10 minutes. So here we go.
Editor at USA Today. Our guest is Nick Clegg, Head of Global Affairs and Communications for Facebook. Nick, welcome. Thanks so much for joining us.
Great to be with you.
Today, we're 6 weeks away from the U.S. presidential election. What is Facebook seeing in terms of attempted foreign interference, and how does it compare to what we saw in 2016?
Well, the main thing that has changed dramatically since 2016 is our ability to identify and thwart foreign interference in the election. In 2016, Facebook didn't take down a single foreign network trying to interfere in elections. We've taken down 100 over the last couple of years, including some from Russia and elsewhere in recent weeks. We now cooperate with other parts of the industry, Twitter, Microsoft, Google, with intelligence services. So we'll be able to react much more aggressively, much more quickly, and in doing so, play our part in ensuring that what happened in 2016 does not happen again in 2020.
Is the attempted foreign interference you see coming primarily from Russia?
It's coming from Russia, but also from other countries. But crucially, we're getting to it very quickly. So a recent Russian network, which we announced, and we announced all the networks that we identify. The English-speaking page only had 200 followers. So not only are we able to identify attempted interference better and more collaboratively with other parts of the industry, we share intelligence, we're also able to do so much more quickly, such that the effect is far reduced compared to what it might be.
Would you describe it as typically anti-Biden, pro-Trump, pro-chaos, or sort of all over the lot?
I think I describe it generally as pro-chaos. And of course, the hurdle is set very low. So one of the patterns that we saw before the last US midterm elections were foreign players, in effect, seeking to spread rumors through the mainstream press. That interference was going to take place, even though it wasn't going to take place, because the simple rumor was enough to create question marks and insecurity in the integrity of the US electoral process. So this is a constantly evolving sort of game of cat and mouse. But one of the things that we have been increasingly aware of and identified is even where interference itself is not happening, the rumor of interference is enough to have a detrimental effect.
Mm-hmm. Can you tell us what you're seeing domestically, particularly with conspiracy groups like QAnon?
So QAnon, we've taken considerable action against QAnon in recent weeks, removing over 1,000 pages. But even there, we see that QAnon is behaving in new ways. We've seen, for instance, evidence of QAnon or members of QAnon participating in sort of Save the Children campaigns on online alongside totally legitimate child protection advocates. And so we're constantly looking at where we can draw the line, root out QAnon where they are discussing content in a way which we think fosters violence, whilst of course at the same time protecting the freedom and the free expression that people want to enjoy online otherwise.
Now, you draw a different line for groups with QAnon than you do politicians. A year ago at...
Okay, ladies and gentlemen. How do you all feel about that?
A year ago at...
Okay, ladies. All right, how do you all feel about that? So there you go. So Facebook is taking down some stuff that really doesn't belong there on Facebook. So how do you all feel about that? We are discussing the Mark Zuckerberg thing, where he wants to remove the law of the Congress has come up with law of 230, and how Facebook and Twitter and all these other crazy social media sites are picking and choosing who they want to allow to say stuff and allow not to say stuff. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy, everybody. You just saw that little piece there about what they're doing about the election process. So how does everybody feel about that out there? I'm only going to be on here for like an hour. So you've got one in the live so far. Excuse me. You got one in the live so far. I want to say happy Halloween to everybody out there. I forgot to mention that it's Halloween. And I'm playing this Halloween music from that is not good at all. No. It's not good. And if anybody else is awake out there this morning, it's 10:30 in the morning, and I thought this would be a little fun impromptu live this morning, just to shoot it over. And there you go. Boom. Now, so anyway, we're gonna have some fun today. hear the name of the company that provides this web page, Time 5, in this music. So. Yeah, I thought that would be fun this morning to put that in there. So I also want to bring up this this about fact checking, okay? And we're going to share this in a few minutes. This is one day ago, ladies and gentlemen. This is from NBC News, and this is from their Think, Opinion, Analysis, and Essays area. And I thought this would be something where we could discuss this as well too. Facebook and Twitter don't censor conservatives. They hire and promote them, as you see here. Okay? Facebook and Twitter do not censor conservatives, as you can tell by Mr. Zuckerberg here on October 28th. And they had Twitter CEO Jack Dorsey. They had Facebook CEO Mr. Zuckerberg and Alphabet CEO Sundar Pichai. And they testified before the Senate Commerce Committee on Wednesday about their content moderation practices. Senator Ted Cruz of Texas promoted like a boxing match. Indeed, the event was a mess, from what I am reading here. And I did see a little bit of that on the news. And stories of alleged suppression, and Media Matters have done study after study after study after study after study, and showing that conservative content have received significantly greater engagement than other content. And conservative podcaster and Daily Wire co-founder Ben Shapiro. Okay. Now, the pages on Facebook are dominated by Donald Trump, podcaster Ben Shapiro, Fox News conservative news aggregator Dan Bongino. I've seen a lot of Dan Bonginos all over Twitter, all over the place. And alleged censorship are usually just examples of individuals breaking the rules or not knowing how social media works. Now, the New York Post is temporarily banning the hearings focus on the New York Post temporarily banned from Twitter, okay, which has become a celebrity in recent days in right-wing circles, ladies and gentlemen. Contrary to widespread belief on the right, Twitter did not take action because it disagrees with the paper's content. But rather because an article shared by the Post Twitter account is a personal content in violation of Twitter's explicit rules. User removed the tweets. Now, Twitter also took action against Splitter News a few years back, sharing White House advisor Stephen Miller's personal information, not complained at the time. So just working. Now, here's a message here, should social media companies fact check world leaders' statements? I say yes. Yes. That's what I say. Okay, I just voted it on here. Now, you notice the thing is, there's, lucky for me, when I post on Twitter or Facebook, nobody censors me. Nobody says, hey man, Gene said the wrong thing, and blah, 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 blah. I just get all the censorship verbally. I just get all the censorship verbally. Gene's not saying the right stuff, and Gene's not blah, 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 blah. All this stuff, I get the censorship verbally. I don't get it written on here, And there's examples that conservatives give the alleged censorship are just the examples of the individuals breaking the rules. Okay. Yeah, I just get all my criticism verbally from people. So there you go. Now you see all this here. Now this guy Kaplan, whoever he is, evidence of many of these drafts that the companies have to want to. Okay. So this guy named Kaplan, Joel Kaplan, here we go. He's the vice president of public policy at Facebook. This Joe Kaplan guy, the center of these stories, are really sliding with right-wing misinformation peddlers. Now, Mr. Kaplan it says here, who set up the 2016 meeting between Zuckerberg and prominent right-wing media personality Tucker Carlson and Laura Ingraham. Okay, so how does everybody feel out there? Put it in the chat room there on how everybody feels about all of this. He was in the Brooks Brothers riot, the 2000 election. He was an American Conservative Union. Okay, it was Kaplan and current American Conservative Union Chairman Matt Schlapp. Matt Schlapp. Yeah, Matt Schlapp. What a name. Here it is. It says Facebook's business model is fake news. How the Oregon arsonist story spread. Now, do you all think out there that this should be censored? I think it is censored. And I don't think it's fair to people who need to know what's going on. Okay. So there you go. So how does everybody feel about that in the live room here? In the live room. So that's sort of, there's a person, he is the decision maker at Facebook for election related matters. And yep. And there you go with that. So there you are. So how does everybody feel about that, ladies and gentlemen? I feel that we're getting too much censorship, but luckily for me, they haven't censored me yet. So that's the good thing. That's the good thing. And that's what I'm happy about. I am very, very, very happy they're not censoring me. So there you are with that. So how does everybody feel about what you're seeing here? About what you're seeing here on the screen and talking about this. Yeah. And according to this Think newsletter here, it says it's long past time to be honest and document about the role of these big technology companies. These big technology companies are really, 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 really biased on censorship, and it's kind of goofy. You know, it's really kind of nuts. Really, really, really kind of crazy out there that everybody has to be biased like it is. You know, it's not good. Not good at all. You know, and so there you go. But how's everybody feel? I want some comments and some questions about it. So you can get involved in this. So there you go with that. And it's really kind of unique. And everything you say nowadays is, "Ew, I don't like this," or "Ew, I don't like that. You said the wrong thing and I don't like it. And I have to censor you now because of the words you use," and blah, 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 blah. Oh, boy, I am telling you, it is, it is crazy out there. You know, crazy, 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 crazy. Everything you do, everything you say, you sit on the bus, you look at somebody the wrong way, you look at me like that for. Or you walk down the street, and, "Why are you going into that store? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing that?" Blah, 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 blah. You know, people are kind of wacky. Wacky, wacky, wacky. You know, I walk down the street, they look at you and say, "Oh, well, you look kind of ridiculous wearing that, ridiculous wearing this," and, you know, and all of that stuff. So there you go with that. It's just crazy. Crazy, 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 crazy. So I'm not going to be on here very long today. So, you know, I can't discuss anything. I just want to say something to everybody out there. And I'm saying it in a live stream, so it'll be documented. But I try and I try and I try to come up with ideas, to come up with stuff that you all would like to watch or like to listen to, like to discuss. But when other YouTubers have views and bring up the same things that I'm talking about, you'll all stay in there. You'll all have fun with that person. But when it comes to me doing stuff like this, it's right off the bat. Goodbye. I don't want to be dealing with him anymore. I have just as much right to be on this YouTube to do this stuff as all of you do. Okay? And I'm not forcing people to watch my videos, or I'm not forcing people to watch these live streams. But they're out there for you all to enjoy, for you all to watch, and just get some information out of it. I don't understand what everybody's problem is. I'm not trying to create any problems. I'm not trying to create anything wrong. But all of you out there just seem not want to be even interested in coming in here. But you're all probably scared to death I'm going to do something. Or you're all scared to death that I'm going to say the wrong thing, or I'm going to do something that's not appropriate. I really think it's bull crap. Okay? I have just as much right to be on this YouTube as everybody else does. And if you feel free not to watch, or not to comment, or not to get involved, then that's fine with me. Okay? Because it's getting to be ridiculous. But when it comes to other subjects besides this, or if it's somebody else discussing the same thing, you all will go there. And I just got a tweet on Twitter a few minutes ago, but I'm not going to talk about that. But I'm probably not going to do live streams anymore because you all just want a certain subject every single time a live stream comes on here, on StreamYard, and it's ridiculous. I'm just stating how I feel right now. I really am. I'm stating how I feel right now. And I'm not going to go off on a tangent. I'm not going to go off all half crazy or anything like that. I'm just going to just state how I feel, and that's it. You know, it's crazy. So there you go with that. So anyway, I'm going to end the live a little early today. I was discussing about censorship. Then I got off on something else. So let's get off of that. Back to the censorship. So how's everybody doing out there today? I'm doing really well. I'm doing really good. So there you go with that. And so the censorship thing is not good in some ways. And so there you go with that. So there you go with that. So, all right, everybody. This is not going anywhere. I'm trying to well, we got one person in here, which is pretty good. I just wanted this to be an open, fun live stream today, but it's not going very good. But hopefully that one person is here. Anyway, so the censorship thing is, I think, is bad in some ways. But luckily, like I said before, luckily for me, the censorship I have not been. So that is a good thing for me. That is a good thing for everybody else. And there you go. So who has gone on Twitter or used Twitter or Facebook or YouTube or whoever and been censored? And they said, well, we don't want this person on here because of blah, 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 and all that. So, all right. I'm going to end this live in a few minutes. So there you go. Yeah. The censorship in this country is bad, bad, bad. And there's really nothing I can do about it except just live with it or just try to end it. But you just see it on Facebook, you see it on Twitter, you see it on YouTube, especially my YouTube page. You see a lot of people censoring me and everything else. And I get the censorship verbally from a lot of people, not just on here, but verbally. Okay? So there you go. All right, we've got a few more minutes left to go, and then this live's going to end. So I hope this person who's viewing, this one viewer, enjoys it. But I'd like somebody to post a comment in here and to tell me how you feel about censorship. What I just had on a few minutes ago about it. So we need to start a discussion here. We need some people to join in. We need some people to like, dislike, comment, anything. There's a big, huge subscribe button here. If you want to, and there's also a live chat. You can just join in. Okay, this one person keeps fluctuating. So, and I also haven't decided which kind of new cell phone I want to get yet. Either the iPhone mini, or the iPhone 12 Pro, or the Pixel 4a, or the Pixel 5. I don't know. I need some recommendations from people who can tell me exactly which type of device to pick up or get exactly. So you can leave it in the comments. You can leave it in the this is where you can send questions and comments to the Twitter page. There, that is. There you go. And here is this here, ladies and gentlemen. There is the Happy Halloween. And if you want to donate, you may not want to, but you can. There you go. There. All right. We're going to get ready to end this live in a few minutes. I don't know who is the one person that's in here is not saying anything. So that's what I wanted to talk a little bit about. It's about censorship and all that good stuff. Thank you all for watching, the one person that was here. And we did show you a little bit about censorship and all that sort of thing. So thank you, whoever was here, left, came back, left, came back. Thank you all. Have a good weekend. Happy Halloween, everybody. And I'll see you on the next one. Take care of yourself. Bye-bye for now.